Hey, welcome back to Sweet to the Soul. My name is Demi, aka The Crowned One, and today I want to talk to you about gossip. So first and foremost, I'm not going to preach. One, because I'm not a preacher, and two, because I feel like if you're above the age of 12 years old, you know that gossip is not that necessary, but perhaps we still, or some of us still do it anyway. So I want to come with my usual 3-point plan that I like to do and just give you some pointers and things to remember the next time you want to, go off on one little gossip trip. Okay, let's get into it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use an analogy, and I'm not going to use real life names because I don't want you to feel like I'm throwing shade if I mention your name. Unless your name is like September, October, or November, this shouldn't offend you. So your name is July, okay? That's your name. And you are, let's say you're at work and you're minding your business, but not really. You're looking around and you see August taking money from September's bag. And you know it's not her bag, that's August. So obviously it looks like theft. Now, you don't say anything to her. You just go, you pick your phone and you call your friend October, and you're like, October, and October's like, what? And you're like, oh my god, guess what I just saw August doing? I don't know why I have an American accent. Like, you're not American. Well, maybe you are, but I'm sorry, ignore the accent. So you're like, October, I just saw August taking money from September's bag. And October's like, am I surprised? Am I surprised? Last week, did £10 of my money not go missing? I'm sure it was that August. She's a thief. That's what she does. And you guys go into I don't even know how long, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes dissecting this situation. October's over there thinking that August stole her money as well. And then you guys just go off on one for however long. Now, July, what you don't know is September borrowed money from August and she withdrew the money and obviously had it in her bag. She went to the toilet and told her friend August, oh, August, thank you so much for the money that you lent me. The money is in my bag. Feel free to get it. Yes, that's what happened. So to you are seeing a theft because truly, like, you see somebody taking something from, a piece of property that doesn't belong to them, but you had no idea about the context, you had no idea about the backstory. So that's the first C's. They're all going to be C's because, like, I like alliteration. It's what it is. The first C is context. When we see something, when we hear something, and the first thing we want to do is spread it, talk about it, gossip, discuss it, dissect it, we don't always, number one, care to find out, or two, know at all the context or the backstory. So now that gives a completely different spin. Actually, August is a nice person because she lent her friend money, which, God bless her, But now, October thinks she's a raging thief. You think she's stolen something, but the story doesn't end there. Now, after you drop the phone with October, it's going to be hard to remember these names, God help me. After you drop the phone with October, October makes a 3-way call with herself, November, and December. And she starts saying, guys, remember that money? This is October. October's like, guys, remember that money that went missing the other day? Have I not got facts on facts on facts? Have I not got proof? Have I not got evidence who stole my money? And they're like, oh my gosh, tell me who? And then October proceeds to tell them the story that you've told them, and they go from there. And they go on and on and on. November doesn't like August anyway, so he starts chipping in. December is just like, just listening. As December is listening, little Miss July, or Mr. July, as December is listening, they're sending a message to a group chat they're on saying, guys, if you hear what I'm hearing right now, there is something on ground, something tangible is happening. And this group of however many, let's say 5, groups are usually like 70 or more, but let's just say it's a sizable number, is hearing this story. And okay, I'm not even done. So December has sent it to her group chat, right? I'm saying all of them are she. I'm not saying only women gossip, by the way. That's just what comes naturally to me. Let's say December's even a guy. They sent this message to the group chat. Somebody else in that group chat is screenshotting this conversation and sending it to their friends and family. So now what you have is, in the space of an hour, 2 hours, an evening, 37 and a half people have heard this false story. Because remember, the context was completely wrong. But this information is going around, is spreading. So what my second C is conflagration. Now, conflagration is it's basically like a fire. When something catches fire, it spreads. You don't just have a fire and it's like, oh, I'm burning the corner, I'm just gonna burn this little bit. Like, it goes crazy, it goes wild. And that's what happens with gossip. When you take a piece of gossip and you pretend to yourself that you're telling one person, just be rest assured that that gossip has gone all the way around. And there's something that we do, I've done it in the past, which is just a lie, pretty much, and I'm going to bust that myth for you. When you say to somebody, don't tell anyone, please know that they are telling somebody, okay? It's just a lie. You know, we say, oh, don't tell anyone, I'm telling you something confidential, please keep it to yourself. Human beings, we like to talk. So that person, let's say you said that to your friend October. In October's mind, he or she is like, okay. But then that doesn't include November and December though, because like they're my best friends. So you can never, if you don't want something to spread, you have to keep completely like mute. But anyway, that's a separate point. What I'm trying to say is conflagration. Things catch fire, things spread, and things get added to it. So like when something burns, it doesn't just burn one thing. Like I said, who was it that I said didn't like August anyway? November. People add their own bias to the story. So as this story is going around, it's like Chinese whispers. You say one thing, by the end of the circle or whatever, it's completely unrecognizable. So something that started as, oh, I saw August take £10 has turned to, she comes from a family of thieves, she grew up super poor, that's what they do, she even got into trouble with the police. And where is this coming from? It's coming from people adding to the story because it's gone around 10 million people. So that's conflagration. The third thing, which for me is the most important, is consideration. I want you to put yourself in August's, in August's shoes. Like, just think about, if you were August now, how would you feel? Because let's be real, gossip like comes back around. There's no way that August hasn't heard that she's been talked about, this story has spread. How do you think that would make her feel, genuinely? Because all she's done is a good thing. She lent her friend money and she's taken what was rightfully hers. And people have called her all sorts of names, defamed her character, spread lies, added to the story. Now, you know, who knows, like in the future, as people walk past her or they don't leave their bag near her, like she's been branded. It has far-reaching effects. So how would you feel if that happened to you? And obviously, I'm saying £10 is a small thing, and there are bigger things that people gossip about, things of more weighty consequence. But we need to remember that we're human beings. I don't believe that most people are malicious. There are some people that are just genuinely just witches who want to upset people and break people. But I feel like most people are just bored, have nothing else to talk about. Think that, well, everyone does it, so it's not that deep, but it kind of is because it has long-reaching effects and it's upsetting. Like, no one wants to be spoken about. So the next time, like, you know, you feel like just spreading a story or even hearing it, just no. By the way, can we think of an alternative to this story, please? This just came to my mind. What if you went up to August and said, hey August, like, what's up? You good? I just noticed that you were taking money from September's bag. And August was like, yeah, oh my gosh, so strange. Like, she's literally just gone to the toilet. She said I should take the money. And you're like, okay. And then September comes back and you're like, and then August, being a sensible person, be like, oh my gosh, September, she thought I was taking your money. And then September will clear it up. And then you go home and we all live happily ever after. Why couldn't that be the case? Why couldn't you find out? But no. But anyway, so another point I wanted to mention quickly is, and I don't want this to come across shady at all, but oftentimes, if not always, the devil makes use of idle hands, you get what I'm saying. So you need to be doing something tangible. If you are in school, university, secondary school, college, wherever you are, face your book. Read, study, do your work. Focus on that. Talk about that. Talk about biology. Talk about, modern studies. People do still do that. I did that. Talk about English, that maths equation. Discuss it. Don't be discussing people's lives. Don't be discussing what you think you saw, what you think you heard. It's not fruitful. It's pointless. It's a waste of time. And then, like I said, like we've discussed in this video, it can have, snowballing effect. So that's the first thing. If you're working now, think about your work. I don't know. Even if you want to talk about frivolous things, why not talk about Coronation Street? That's what I do. Talk about things, fictional characters, talk about a book. If you're at home, you're not working, think of a business idea, clean the house. Just do something to occupy your time so that you don't even have the time to sit down dissecting somebody's life for 45 minutes. What are you doing? Life is literally going. Life is moving. People are doing big things. I have so many friends right now that are releasing music. Shout out to you, Rue. Shout out to you, Kumi. And people are just doing great things. Pick something. Take one of your dreams. Make sure it comes to pass instead of wasting your life talking about somebody else. So yeah, just use your time wisely. Don't focus on other people too much. Don't be jobless. Get something doing. And so the next time you want to gossip about somebody, just try to remember these things. I'm gonna stop because I've exceeded my time. Thank you for watching, and if you want to subscribe, do you know what? You can. You're actually allowed to just press it. It's not even hard. Literally, the button is red. It's there. Just press it. Thank you.